Let's have a look at Centrix and how it creates the price to go into a quote. So what we're seeing here is the areas, weights and costs form, and we can see that each of these items has a code. Now when Centrix creates the price, it groups all these items together under a code. This makes the pricing appear to be much more usable and makes it faster for allocating paints and other things. So what we do now is a quote hasn't been created yet, so let's create one by clicking quote. And Centrix has grouped all these items. Now we can actually show the codes just by clicking this box here. So there's the list, so that is the impeller now. So all those items here being grouped together and put into the quote. Now I can also right click, having highlighted all these items, to show a summary of these selected rows. So it gives us the total drawing hours, consumables, cost price, sell price. This is without any paint. So let us go back to the quote, and now we can allocate paint. So we've got these paints set as a particular default, and we can see we've got a paint cost. So the electric motor is normally comes in painted, so we might want to paint it again, but we don't have any areas. We've got to have areas, an area inside the fan and the area outside the fan. So we could change paint, perhaps. High temperature we probably wouldn't want, but we've got lots of options here. We could select. Okay, so then we'd apply the paint, say yes, and we've got a new price. So from here we then go to our quote detail if we're happy with that. Now there is a new feature that is to do with old quotes. So I'll just say no and go back here. Now I will load projects. Say yes, and I'll open this particular one. Now this is an older project. And when we get to the end, we'll see a new highlight feature here. So this will tell us that our latest rates, so we've got hours, we might have new labour hours, we might have new material costs, new bearing prices and so on, that no longer are correct with this old quote that we created. So this is what this means. The current price in areas and weights doesn't match with what we have in our quote. So we can either click quote, or we can click this highlighted item, and we can see that we've got all these items here, either the price excluding the paint, and or the consumables, and we've got the codes highlighted, and we've got items on the left which are highlighted, and if they are highlighted here, they don't actually appear in areas and weights. The other feature that we have here, we can click on individual costs and see what the current areas and weights price for this particular code, code I you see, is currently. So we can click each of these and see what the price is if we need to. Now you will also see that we've got a refresh button highlighted underneath. So to fix this, we can say refresh. So I'll do that. And this dialog box that pops up tells us that it's going to make a copy of this grid. Centrix will make a copy, put it on the Windows clipboard, and then you can paste that into Excel for later review or just for comparison now. You can look at Excel and then see what the new price is and figure out if anything needs to be added and so on. You'll also see that the GA drawing accessory notes will be reset because they may contain items in this project that are no longer required. So I'll say yes. So I've got a little notification saying the clipboard is full of this information. You can then paste that into Excel if you want to. Say OK. And these are the arrangement drawing notes have been reset. We can say OK. And that's all fixed. So now if I go to quotes, a new one is going to be generated and we've got no issues. From here on, we can show codes again if we want to, but from here on, we can go to the quote detail, we can save the project, etc., and everything should be fine.